All right, so you know OpenAI, right? ChatGPT, Daily people,
Yeah, they've been making headlines.
big time.
Yeah.
But the story of how they're changing,
It's wild.
it's got more twists and turns than like a whole season of your favorite show, honestly.
Yeah, and what's interesting is like OpenAI's whole image, it's gone through this crazy transformation. It's like they came onto the scene with this like almost idealistic promise talking about building AI that was, friendly, beneficial for everybody.
Totally. They were supposed to be preventing those AI nightmares we've all thought about, making sure it helped humanity. Then, bam, plot twist.
Yeah.
Sam Altman, the CEO, the guy who practically invented it's not about the money. Suddenly, he is in line for a 7% stake in the company. 7%.
Yeah, people were floored.
Totally. Inside OpenAI, outside OpenAI, everyone's like, wait, what?
Yeah, you can see why people were surprised. OpenAI always played up their nonprofit roots, downplayed the whole profit thing. But let's be real, training these super advanced AI models, it's like funding a trip to Mars.
It's got to be astronomically expensive.
It is. We're talking $78 million just to train GPT-4, just one model. Imagine the resources involved.
That's intense.
Yeah, that kind of financial pressure can make even the most idealistic company rethink things.
Totally. So they need cash, which leads them to, drumroll please, Microsoft.
Gosh.
Microsoft swoops in with billions, wants a piece of that AI pie. Suddenly, OpenAI is valued at a cool $150 billion.
Billion with a B.
Exactly. So talk about a glow up.
It's a classic clash, right? It's sticking to your principles versus the realities of doing this kind of groundbreaking research. And OpenAI's argument is to stay ahead, they got to play the game. Attract the best people, secure the funding. It all comes down to incentives. Aligning leadership's interests with their investors, they say it's a necessary compromise. There's always a but.
Always. And this is where things get really interesting. This shift to a for-profit company, man, it stirred up a lot of drama. And no tech drama is complete without him. Elon Musk.
Yes.
Remember, he co-founded OpenAI.
Yeah, back in the day.
But then they parted ways. Was it 2018?
2018, that's right.
And it wasn't exactly a clean break, was it?
Let's just say there were some strong opinions on both sides.
Understatement of the year.
Yeah.
Fast forward to now, and Musk is straight up calling OpenAI's transformation illegal.
Yeah, he's not holding back.
Not at all. Says it goes against their whole original mission. Remember, building AI for the benefit of humanity.
Their whole ethos.
Exactly. And Musk's not the only one with concerns. There's been this noticeable brain drain inside OpenAI.
Yeah, some big names have left.
Mira Murati, the mastermind behind ChatGPT and DALL-E, she stepped down.
Wow.
And then we started hearing whispers about other founding members, key researchers, also heading for the exits. It makes you wonder what's going on over there.
It's definitely unusual when you have that much talent leaving.
It raises some eyebrows.
For sure.
So help us understand, what are the big concerns here?
Well, it's not just about some theoretical debate about the soul of AI. We're talking about real-world consequences, tangible impacts this could have on our lives. Imagine a future where you can't even trust what you see or hear.
Okay, now that's getting a little Black Mirror-ish.
Right. Deepfakes. Imagine videos of political figures being completely fabricated.
Oh, wow.
Manipulating public opinion, maybe even inciting violence. All because you can't tell what's real anymore.
Yeah, that's disturbing.
And that's just one example. Think about the economic implications. We're already seeing algorithms automating jobs, but what happens when entire industries are disrupted?
Right, millions of jobs gone.
Not by choice, but because of lines of code.
It's like we're on the verge of something huge.
Huge. And then there's the whole issue of elections being manipulated.
Right, because there's a whole other can of worms.
It's a recipe for disaster. And these are all very real anxieties people have about where OpenAI is heading. Now, in fairness to them, they've said they're still committed to safe and ethical AI.
Okay.
They argue this move just gives them more resources to actually achieve those goals.
Right, but
But,
there's always a but.
huge but, the details are fuzzy. How are they actually going to balance the demands of their investors who, let's face it, want to see a return on their investment?
Right, billions of dollars.
Billions. How do they balance that with making sure AI benefits everyone?
So it's a tightrope walk.
Yeah,
Profits versus people.
exactly. And who gets to decide?
So where do we go from here? Feels like we're at this crossroads, right? One path leads to AI solving the world's biggest problems, like stuff we haven't even imagined yet.
Right, the potential is huge.
But then there's this other path.
And that path has all the risks, right? These
Yeah,
tools being used in ways that harm people, manipulate them, even control whole populations.
exactly. Which brings us back to that big question. What does this all mean for you listening? How do we even begin to navigate this new world with AI everywhere?
It's the question, isn't it? It's easy to get lost in the headlines, all the drama, the cool stuff AI can do,
Sure.
but we have to look deeper. There's a bigger conversation we need to be having.
About what? Like, where do we even start?
Power. Who has it? Who controls this tech that can reshape, well, everything?
Okay, yeah. And when it comes to OpenAI, it seems like they're trying to figure that out too, trying to balance innovation with, like, responsibility.
Yeah.
But is it even possible when there's so much money on the line?
That's what's so crucial to remember. AI, it's not this neutral thing. The people creating it, the companies, they shape it. Their values, their biases, even their blind spots.
So it's not really about the tech itself, but who's building it and why.
Exactly. And as AI gets more powerful, we have to ask who benefits? How do we prevent it from being used to harm people, to widen existing inequalities?
Those are big questions and honestly kind of scary ones.
They are. But by understanding what's happening with OpenAI, by grappling with these questions, maybe we can find a way forward, a way to make sure AI benefits everyone.
It's like you said before, a huge responsibility.
Yeah.
And it feels like we're just at the beginning of this whole thing.
We are. The future of AI, it's not written yet. What we do today, the choices we make, they all matter. So stay informed, ask questions, and don't be afraid to speak up. That's the only way we can shape a future where AI is truly for everyone.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Hmm.
That's it for this deep dive. We'll be back soon to explore more of the ever-changing world of AI and what it means for all of us. Until then, keep learning and stay curious.